Hello, everybody. Hello, and good evening. You're welcome to the Prime Speaking Bootcamp Day 5. And tonight, you're going to be learning how to monetize Prime Speaking. Okay, you can make money from Prime Public Speaking because that's one of the end goals here, right? The goal is not just for you to learn how to speak and start speaking everywhere, you know, you keep speaking to yourself, speaking to your school bag. No, that's not the goal. The goal, one of the major goals, is that you would also be able to make a living from this. So I believe, I know you definitely learn a lot from today's session. Coach Muyiwa will be sharing a lot from his experience, and I may have one or two things to chip in at some point, but I'm also ready to learn. I'm also ready to learn how to make a lot of money from Prime Public Speaking. Okay, so one thing I want you to do again is to go to the group chat and let them know that we've started. Okay, let them know that we've started, and we've hit the tracks. It's going to be very awesome tonight. It's going to be very, very awesome. Okay, so if you are here, introduce yourself in the comments, throw in your name in the comments, let me know that you've joined the class for today. Okay, so you can put in your full name and tell us where you're viewing from. Your full name, the first comment, the next comment is where you are viewing from. Okay, so let's do that quickly as I bring Coach Muiwa on board. Okay, so I really want today's class to have a lot of people. I want us to participate actively in tonight's class. Yes. Okay, so let's do that as I bring him on stage. So I can see some people here already. I can see. I hope the music is not too loud. I can see. Yeah, I can see Light Concept, amazing. Light Concept has been one of the most active participants of this cohort. I mean, she's been very, very phenomenal. I've been seeing her. And I've taken note of that name. We're already talking. I think we've been chatting for a while. We've been talking for a while, and I really applaud that. I applaud that. That's a good one. David Niam, Kike Lomo Adekola, good to have you here. John Sunday, good to have you here. Chiamaka Okafor, you're welcome. David, Vivian Iguakun, you're welcome here. You're welcome. Okay, so let me bring up Chiamaka Okafor from Oka, amazing, Oka, Anambra State. Others are here to tell us John Sunday, Ota, Ogun State. Okay, Ibado, Oyo State, Kike Lomo, impressive. So we have people from different geopolitical zones. Okay, good. Let me bring in Coach Muyiwa as he takes us on tonight for tonight's session, monetizing Prime Public Speaking. Now, welcome, sir. Good evening, and we can't wait to learn from your stream of value again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Coach Chidoke. Thank you for all that you have been doing. Thank you for making this happen always, and we want to celebrate you. But yeah, it's important. It's important we do that and not taking things for granted, so that we get used to it. So that when you become all that we are praying for, hey, you know that it's not today we've been celebrating you. It's not because that's coming down from G-Wagon. We celebrate you. We have been celebrating, and we saw the future. We celebrate you. You don't celebrate people when they arrive at the future. You celebrate them before they get there, so that it becomes more valid. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. So, but is it not possible for me to see comments coming in? Like I always tell you, we are not physically together, but we need that vibe. Let's hear from you. Yeah, tell us where you are watching from and all that. We need that energy in the house, please. Thank you, Vivian Chiamaka for live from Oka. Vivian from Oka. We are coming to Prime Speaking Oka. We are coming to Prime X Oka. Is it Oka? Oka? Oka?
Okay. Yes,
Oka?
sir.
Prime X Oka. Don't worry. By God's grace, we are doing that. So thank you. Light concept. You always these are the regular people, and I know them. I know them. You know,
Yes.
Rita, Wiki, well done. It's nice having Rita. Let's just know that tonight is hot. It's going to be powerful. Tonight is deliverance night. I call it deliverance night. It's a night of deliverance. So for you that you know what it takes to be delivered, it's a. I mean, many of you have been asking about the money side. Coach Wiwa doesn't want us to make money. Like just talking, no money. No, 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 no. I don't. I'm not as bad as that. We will make money. You know, there's one song that when I have a radio program in Jos, they always play. I don't know why you know the song. It says, "If you don't make money, waiting we gain."
Waiting
I don't know
again.
why. That's the part I like. If you don't make money, waiting we gain. So if you are not making money, waiting we gain. What is the stress about? So we impact, we influence, we transform, and eventually we will make money. So for my Igbo brothers in the house, we are going to make money like those great. So just be rest assured, it's not going to be like that forever. All right. So let your comments keep coming in. Let me see you. You know, if you get the vibe, let just repeat, re-echo what I've said. Let's if you get any quotes, re-echo it, and let's keep the fire burning. Good. Now, let me start by saying this. Um, Monetizing prime speaking is important because what people get for free always, they might not eventually value it. It's not what they get once in a while. I mean, when people get it free all the time, the value might go down if it's all the time. So there is no way at some point you will not put, you know, fees to your prime speaking. And that's what we're talking about this night. But let me say something. Few weeks ago, I was contacted and by a woman. She saw me online. She was just googling for. She wanted to know if we had any John Maxwell certified coach and trainer in Jos in Plateau State, and my name popped up there. And she contacted me and all that. She wanted me to come and speak in one hospital in Jos and to speak to the staff there. They have a number of staff, like 30 staff members. So he wanted me to come and speak to them. Sorry. He wanted me to come and speak to them and all that. So she said, "How much do I charge?" Because of my passion for prime speaking, I just said, what do they have in mind? What have they been paying those that they've been inviting to come to the class? What have they been paying them? And she said, "No, my own case is different. I'm a professional. I'm an international speaker. She got me from Google. Google search and all that." And I said, "Well, 3 years ago, that I remember that I trained a supermarket staff in Plateau State. I collected 100,000 naira from them for about 2 hours thereabout. So I said I can still, because I just want to build relationship, I can still go for 50,000 naira per hour. So if they want to use 3 hours, they give me 150, which is very cheap. But I've not gotten to hear from them. And I'm not going to call to say, please, have you forgotten me? I'm not interested in that. That means they cannot pay what I want to charge. And that is fine by that. Some collect 500,000 per hour. Some collect 1 million naira per hour. So if I say 50,000 per hour, because it's just, and it's people say it's a civil servant state and there's no money here. So I just, okay, 3 years ago I was managing that. Let me just give it to you. And they still cannot pay. It means I'm not going to speak there. Now, my passion wanted to speak. Even I can do it for free. But it has to get to that time for you to take your stand and say, this is the amount, and if it's not going to be the amount, I'm sorry, I might not be available. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Prime Speaking session, day 5. We'll be talking about monetizing prime speaking. And that you know what prime speaking will do already. You know the intention, you know the objective, you know the elements of prime speaking, you know what we want to achieve by being a prime speaker. But at the same time, as you grow, you will have bills to pay. You will get, some of you get married. If you are not married, you have kids to send to school and all that. And that means there will be need for money. There will be need to pay your bills. And prime speaking can be one of the streams of your income. You can have several streams, but prime speaking can be one of the streams of your income. So let's start. So the first thing we are talking about in this today, as how you can go ahead to monetize prime speaking, is how to start. So I want to say, after the class, you will, after this session, these 8 weeks, you will eventually start. All right. So what I'm going to tell you, 7 things you will start to make money with prime speaking. 7 things you will have to start, or if you have not started, you will eventually start today if you are going to make money in prime speaking. Number 1, start focused. Focus, FOCUSED. You must be focused. If you are going to make money via prime speaking eventually, which you should make money, you must learn to be focused. Many people are not focused. They dabble into, they don't know, they don't have this clarity of vision. So they are not focused on the end of what they are doing. So they get easily distracted. One of the things that will happen to you when you are not focused, you are going to be distracted as often as as you get distracted. It's going to be as many times as possible because you are not focused. So the truth is this: you should be focused. You should be focused, and it's important that you get focused. So in prime speaking, if you are not focused, every wind will blow you away. Every wind will get you distracted because you are not focused. So when you want to start making money out of prime speaking, focus on the influence, focus on the impact, focus on transformation. Now, when you are focused, it helps you to eventually achieve the purpose that prime speaking is created for. And when you achieve that purpose, it means you can make money eventually. Because when lives are transformed, when lives are imparted, when lives are positively influenced, you will definitely make money. All right. So, but you've got to be focused. You can't be a prime speaker and you are just distracted with every wind that blows, and you are just here, you are just there, and you are not focused. When I say focus, I mean you can. I'm not saying you can't do some other things. I'm only saying that the purpose by which this prime speaking talk or session or presentation is created should be achieved, should be your center of focus, so that you will not lose focus. Because when you lose focus, your locus will be disrupted because you have lost focus. So it's important you start and be focused on impact you want to achieve, on transformation you want to achieve, on influence you want to achieve. You've got to be focused on that particularly, because it's very, very vital, very, very crucial that you don't get distracted. Now, a lot of things can distract you. For example, if you are told a politician wants to come and talk about him that is doing well, and within yourself that is not really doing well, But because of money, you go there and use this skill to just, for the purpose of to just make a cheap gain, then you lack focus. It's important we are focused on the primary objective of prime speaking if you are going to monetize this prime speaking at the end of the day. Number two, start with foresight. You need a foresight. You need to see ahead. Foresight is a clear understanding about a future event. Now, you need to see the picture of you in 10 years. You need to see the picture of you in 5 years. You need to see the picture of you speaking in a stage where we have 5 million, 5,000, 10,000 people. I mean, see yourself at that level. Just build a very strong foresight, of course, through imagination. Build a very strong foresight. Make sure you see your future before you start speaking. Make sure you see your tomorrow before you start speaking. Make sure you see yourself earning in dollars before you start speaking. Make sure you see yourself on stage with Steve, Liz Brown or Maxwell. I mean, just see yourself in a very on a very high platform. Just see. There's power in sight. There's power in seeing. Make sure you see as far as possible. That's the power of foresight. You must have foresight. So start with foresight. Get the picture of your future. Everybody needs a picture of his or her future. That's how it goes. So we need, as a prime speaker, you need a picture of what you want your future to look like. What you want your future speaking to look like. You need that picture, and it's the foresight I'm talking about. I've shared this story several times. I said a man was celebrating his 40th birthday, and the person that the photographer came the second day, and the second day he brought what it were the pictures, and the man looked at the picture. Guess what the man said? The man said, "Oh, I saw these pictures 15 years ago. I saw these pictures 15 years ago." And the photographer was shocked. "Sir, how can you see it 15 years ago when I took the picture yesterday?" And the man said, "If I did not see the picture, you will not take the picture." Did you get that? If I did not see the picture of this future 15 years ago, there was not going to be a way you will arrive at this future. So you must see the future of this prime speaking career before you even hit the road. You need to see the picture of your future. See yourself on a big stage. See yourself speaking with Liz Brown and top Cranfield, top speakers in the world. See yourself speaking with me. That one day we are going to have a program together with what's your name, Chiamaka and Coach Chiamaka and Coach Muyiwa Fashaki on the same stage. Coach Vivian and Coach Muyiwa Fashaki on the same stage. I mean, let's see yourself big. See ahead. Have a big picture. That's the foresight I'm talking about. It's important you start with a very powerful foresight. See the end. Try. Imagine where you're going to get to in 10, 20, 30 years. Imagine it. See it. Get it. Get hold of your picture. So you can describe to me, if I say, Vivian, in 15 years, what will your speaking career look like? You should be able to tell me that you are in London speaking in a very powerful hall in London. You should be able to tell me that I'm in the United States, Orlando. I have a speaking engagement in Orlando. 15 years time. See it. I always share my own case with people, or my testimony with people. As I started speaking, I started seeing myself speaking to foreigners, speaking to all whites. I've seen it several times, and it has happened eventually, because what you see, is what eventually you will see. What you see now is what you will eventually see. And that's the power of foresight. As prime speakers, you need to start with a very powerful foresight. Number 3, start for free. I know you don't like this part of it. Start for free. Do it free. Sometimes you have to do free. But you are not going to stick. I said start for free. I didn't say continue for free. There are two words, there are two phrases, that mean two sentences. Start for free. I didn't say continue free. So your starting is free. And let me tell you why you need to start for free. If I don't know you and you say you want to speak, come and pay 10,000 naira, 5,000, even 2,000, even 1,000 naira, I will not come. Because I've not heard you speak before. I don't even know what you can deliver, and I'm not ready to just put my money on just waste on a waste project. So why you need to speak for free is let the people hear what you are saying first. Let them hear what you're saying. If what you're saying makes sense, eventually many people will still negotiate and pay for it. But you have to start free. We have to do, I mean, when I say free, sometimes it's not totally free. Maybe you just charge for the transport, your throw and fro to the place, or your accommodation, and the service charge is free. But you start like that. I didn't say you continue or you end like that. I started like that too. I mean, because people might want to listen to what you have to say. People might want to listen to what you have to offer. And that's why you might likely need to start for free. So it is start for free. Quote me. I didn't say continue free. I told you, they asked me what will I collect, and I told them 50,000 naira per hour, the least, and I collected that three years ago, and they couldn't come back, and I didn't talk to them again. So people have asked me, can you come and speak, and I tell them my price, and some of them don't call me back. Free. I've done free, but I'm not doing free again. I've done free in those days a lot. I mean, I don't know in the world. Maybe I'm one of the people that have done free most in the world, because I travel with my money to go and do free. But they must know what I have to offer. So let me share this with you. It might encourage somebody. Sometimes in 2019, some coaches in Africa, francophone coaches, they are French-speaking coaches. We were talking. I told them I wanted to come to Abidjan and I want to come and teach them creative intelligence. I said, okay, can you come on your own costs to speak to people free? You're not going to charge. It's free. And you are going to come on your own cost. We can give you accommodation and we can feed you. But you will speak free and you will transport yourself to Abidjan free. I agreed to do free. So when I got there, what took me there was three things: impact, influence, and transformation. That was what took me to Abidjan. And I spoke there powerfully, and the people, they got the message of influence, impact, and transformation, and they were excited. Fire everywhere. I mean, powerful session. And I told them, well, if you want certificates for this class, $20, and 15 people registered for certificate, $20. That's $300. And it was not bad. It was good. But most importantly, I built a relationship with the people there. Up to date, I'm going to be having a meeting with two people from France on Monday. One of them is a guy that was in that program. And he had wanted us to come together to do some work in Africa. But I met him at that program that I went to speak for free. So sometimes you want to look at the opportunities available, the kind of people that will be there, and you might agree to speak for free. For example, a school can tell you to come and speak on their speech and prize giving day. You don't know the parents that will see you and say, come and speak to my supermarket staff. Come and speak to my staff in my school. Come and speak to my staff in my restaurant. I mean, you don't know who's going to be there. Anywhere anyone will have the opportunity to hear you speak, and you are sure you have the content, is what to speak free at that point to start. For a start, you can speak free. So I look for opportunity to talk, to speak free, so that you will listen to me, and next time you want to call me, I will tell you the amount I charge. Let me tell you another one. So I was invited to the speech and prize giving day of my kids when they got to a school, when they noticed that I was a speaker. And I spoke, and they didn't give me a dime. They didn't give me money. And I'm going to talk about that later. They didn't give me money. You need to have a strategy, and that's that. I'm going to talk about that towards the end. They didn't give me money, and the school is a Catholic school, and they have money. They didn't give me. They didn't pay me. It was free because we didn't negotiate that they would give me money. So they didn't even give me a dime. But after I'd left, and one day I just asked myself, why can't I go to the proprietor, seek audience with the proprietor of the school, and let them know what I do? So by the time I got there, they gave me audience, and I started by saying I was the one that spoke in the last speech and prize giving, and the father was very excited. That was how I started consulting for that school. Ladies and gentlemen, I made so much from that school, but I started free. If you are smart, if you are focused, if you have foresight, then doing free for a start is the big deal. If you are focused, if you have foresight, then getting started by doing free is really, really, really recommended. That's the truth. Because they need to hear you. How would they know what you have? How would they know the content you can offer if you don't do any free, pilots, free bono? You've got to do that. Recently, I think few weeks back, a Philippine organization, Asian Youth Organization, in the Philippines, told me I'm going to speak, and they wanted me to speak for free as a pro bono. And I agreed because I know that this is a foreign country. But if they hear me once, I'll be charging my money after that. But let me even tell you the truth. It was not even as free. I did one free, and the other they paid $100. Although they are still owing me, they said they will pay me later. They paid me $50 and all that. But what I'm not saying is that I was even willing to do free because I know if they taste it, I don't know if you know the Bible, but they taste and see the Lord is good. They have to taste to see that the Lord is good. So if Chidioke is solid, Chidioke is fantastic, Chidioke can speak, but we need to taste Chidioke, to taste what he has to offer before we know he's good. And when we know he's good, we will negotiate with Chidioke. So if you don't have anything to offer, it is very crazy for me to negotiate with you. I can't be talking about money when I don't know what you have to offer. So if I just get a 15 minutes of you or a 1 hour of you, and you speak in a birthday party, or you speak in a speech and prize giving day, or you just make yourself available in a school and tell them you can address the students, you like talking about academic success, just talk for free. Someone will see you one day while talking for free. An organization will see you and say, please, can you come and speak to our staff? And they will pay you. Because when it gets to that level, it's no more free. So you start for free, but you continue not for free. That's the truth. You don't continue for free. All right. So it's important you understand that. Okay. The next one is start small. You can start small. All right. You can start small. Very important. Very important. You can start small. Okay? Very important. You can start small. All right. So start small. You start small doesn't mean you will end small. And I didn't say you should continue small. What I mean by starting small is that go to a school around your area. Tell them, I started like that too. Tell them you want to speak to their students free on career, on academics, on stuff. Go to them. Look for opportunity to speak. One day, one of my friends, I think it was birthday, I said, can I speak? I said, you can speak. I spoke in the birthday and people loved me. I looked for every opportunity to speak for free because my intention was that I know I have the content. If you are sure of yourself, if you have the content, some people cannot hear you and not want to hear you again. And that's why you're a prime speaker. So immediately they ask you, welcome, and you go and they got the best. So next time we might like to talk money. That's the truth. All right. So next time it's easy for you to say, sorry, sir, can you come and speak to us again? Maybe you do it second time. But after some time, you can say, sorry, next time, I don't know, maybe do you make any provision for honorarium? You call it honorarium in the first place. Then from there, you can start having your own charges. Few weeks ago, one of the students in my creative intelligence class is from Ghana. He lives in Kumasi, Ghana, and he has a very powerful, big hotel in Kumasi. And he called me when I spoken. He said, please, Coach Muiwa, how much do you charge per day? I want you to come and speak in Kumasi. He said, how much do you charge per day? I never thought of that before. I just said, I'm coming. I went to my wife. I said, how much do I charge per day? How much? Because it's a foreign land. So we must talk about it. I know how much I charge in Nigeria. But now this is Ghana. So how much? I said, okay, let's $200 per hour. Okay, so I think I went to tell him, okay, $200 per hour. He said, okay. And he said in September, we'll talk about it. Now, it's now that time. And some people can charge $1,000 per hour. But we start small. There was a time I didn't charge anything. There was a time I charged 5,000. There was a time I charged 10,000. There is a time I'm charging 50 per hour. So be ready to start small. They call you in a school, come and talk to our SS3. Let me tell you the truth. I've spoken to SS3 students before. No, I've spoken to prefects of schools before, and collected in Abuja, in Cairo, is Nasarawa, and I collected 50,000 for speaking to school prefects, and that's about 5 years ago or so. Just prefects. So some of you underrate many things. You say prefect. If you say if you are a leadership if you are a leadership coach for students or leadership coach for secondary and primary school leaders, many people are not in that terrain. You can make, but because there are some primary and secondary school that can pay you 100,000 for that job. There are some primary and secondary schools in Nigeria that can give you 500,000 for that job. So it's important you understand that. It's important you get that right. Very, very crucial you understand that. All right. So the next one, don't forget to start small. All right. Tell your neighbor, if you have a neighbor there, tell your neighbors, let us start small and we grow big. We can start small and we eventually grow big. And the next one is start. And I know you like this place. Start charging. Start charging. After you have started focused, you started with foresight, you started free, you started small, then the next thing is you might likely start to charge. But before you start charging, which is the last, let me go to the last one, which is the last one is to start charging. But before start charging, I think you should always think of starting with a strategy. Start with a strategy. Start with a strategy. It's important. Before you go to start charging for charging fees, start with a strategy. Let me give one of strategy you might want to start with. Hello, come and speak to our students. We're having Founders Day celebration. I want somebody to come and talk to our students. Okay. We might not talk about the money, but you can just tell them, okay, say, so how much do we pay you? Maybe you can just give me an honorarium, whatever you feel deemed that I collect, or you want to pay, no problem, I'll accept that. Now, it's a strategy for you to have a chance to speak. Founders Day, parents will be there, students will be there. So when some parents hear you, some parents will invite you. It's a strategy. But if you say I charge 100,000, I say sorry, we don't have 100,000 because we've not even heard what you can say before. You are not the popular speaker, so you are just starting. So you must look for a strategy by which you can showcase your speaking skill. You must look for a way, a platform, because everyone wants a platform to showcase what he has, and that's what I was looking for when I started speaking. I was always looking for a platform to speak. I speak for free. Why I speak for free is not because I will always speak for free. It's because I have to start by speaking for free. Then I move to charging. But I need a strategy. So when I want to get me to speak I look for a strategy that will give me the opportunity to get me to speak. Very, very, very critical. And because I need that opportunity, that's the way they will know me, and it's important. All right. So next one is start, start with God. Start with God. You need directions from your God. In what I wrote, I said start with your God, because I don't know your God. I know my own God. So, and I always pray to have a relationship with my God, because it gives me inspiration, and you need inspiration when you are speaking. It gives me direction. It gives me instructions. It gives me revelation. So, if you have a God like my God, then you will likely start with your God. You might likely want to pray before you go out and speak. You might likely want to pray for God to help you, when you are speaking. You might likely want to pray for God to direct you, to instruct you, to give you the wisdom that you need in speaking and sharing what you have to share. You might want to talk to your God. Now, lastly, start charging. You need to start charging. You need to start charging. You cannot continue free forever. The way to monetize finally is to start charging. And it doesn't mean you have to start charging big. You can also start charging small, then grow. I didn't just start charging 50,000 naira per hour. It takes time. Sometimes you get 5, sometimes you get 10. But it depends on how you work on your content. When your content is selling everywhere, and I want to suggest for prime speakers, if it's possible, if you are gifted in writing a book, you can author a book as regard a particular topic or your field of interest. It will also be good as you are speaking, you have something for people to read, and those that cannot come can read and call you to come and speak eventually. So it's just a suggestion, but don't forget all these 7 ways to start. So let's start from the beginning. Everybody, are you there? You can give me a shout out if you are there. Start focused. Start with foresight. Start for free. Start small. Start with a strategy. You need a strategy. Don't just start anyhow. Many of us just start anyhow. No, you need a strategy. If you want to get to a company to speak, what's the strategy? If you want to get to a school to speak, what's the strategy? You can see a very fantastic school in Abuja. Chidoke is in Abuja, and see there are some schools that are very, very, very rich. And you see this, how can I get into this school? And just write a letter. You want to speak to the prefect. You are an expert in leadership for teenagers. And that's all. They give you the opportunity and they ask you, can you also speak with their teachers? How much do you charge when you speak with teachers? How much do you charge when you speak with house parents? That's how to make your money. But you will start by looking for every opportunity to speak at that level. I have another meeting by 9 o'clock, so I might not be able to go further than this. But that's the end. That's the end of this my own session. I'm sure Chidoke will continue from here, but that's the truth. If you focused, you have foresight, you start free, start small, start with a strategy, start with your goal for direction, then start charging. That's how to make money from prime speaking, and it has worked in that category. Chidoke, you can come back. It has worked at that level, and it's very is something we can try to, and it works for us too. That's the truth. Chidoke, is Chidoke around? I think I'm good now. Like I said, I have another session after this period, so
Yes. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate the time. Thank you for. I don't know if anybody has a question. You can throw it in the comment. Okay, we always have the group, so you can always post your questions in the group.
If you have a question,
have to go now. Okay.
All right. So please, people have started paying. People have started paying for. At least one person has paid. Please, it closes by 9th July. If you need a certificate, 9th July, that's the end. We can wait till that time so that we can start processing the certificate. But it's better for you to start paying now. 2,500 for undergraduate, 5,000 for graduate, and that's all. I think Chidoke will emphasize more on that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we are here, and yeah, who is still here with me? Who is still here? I'm seeing only 8 people. Who's still here? Yeah, Chiamaka, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll just be laying some insights. I want to particularly pick out something he said. When he said start for free, a lot of people don't understand that we have a generation now where people just want to start and jump out and start charging $1 million for their services and all that. There's this thing called beta testing. Telling you to start for free is not that they're telling you not to make money. No. Let me tell you, free is also a strategy. I hope you know. Like you said, people are getting to have experience with your brand. I still train for free today. When I'm invited to speak at events, it's intentional. I do that basically, one, because of the passion, like you said, and then secondly, because of the experience people are going to have with me. See, don't always see it as you are doing it for free. People are going to check how many people we brought to this event, how many people joined the groups, check how many people are live, and you see what I'm saying. If you are doing free stuff, a lot of people will take it for granted at some point. They didn't financially commit to it, but that's not a problem. Yeah, that's not much of a problem. It's the problem anyways. But you are doing this because a lot of people are going to have the experience with you, and they are going to come to trust your brand. Now, the person you are seeing today who is only able to afford a free training tomorrow will be wealthy, and they will be able to afford to pay you $1 million or 2 million or 3 million or 10 million for an hour of your time. But you have to understand that relationship itself is a currency. Okay, the fact that you are able to impact value on somebody and the person now knows you and associates you with value, that's a currency. You've bought the person. When you teach free, the person is the product. Okay, when you give out free value, the people who are receiving it, they are the product. Okay, so starting free is a strategy. I know at this point of my life, I'm not meant to be teaching for free. I'm not meant to be teaching for free. But a lot of times too, there are other things to consider. It's beyond just the money. It's beyond just hosting classes and charging people. Sometimes there are people who genuinely, it's not that they don't want to pay, but genuinely they can't afford that at the moment. And your coming in with your knowledge could be the game changer for them, could be what will move the needle, what will change their lives. Sometimes, see, let me give you this quick, let me tell you this right now. Whatever you are doing, I'm not meant to teach this here, right? I'm not meant to, this information is reserved for some people. It's reserved for my inner circle. But if whatever you are doing have 4 streams of value, 4 that you offer, 1 is for free. See, no matter where you get to in life, there should be something that people are still able to benefit for free from you. People who can't afford your mid-ticket, high-ticket, low-ticket offers, who can't afford anything, there should be something you're giving out for free. Helps your brand, helps you get visibility, helps you get booked, helps you get clients. You should be able to distribute stuff for free for people to have a taste. It's called the Suya Man strategy. You come to a Suya stand, he gives you a free list. I've had people who they met me in one event or the other. Some of you are even here, but you met me from a speaking event, not from knowing me from anywhere. You met me from one event to another. I spoke somewhere and something got to you and you started following me from there. Okay, so sometimes you need to do that. The second thing, you need low ticket offers. We are making this certification cheap for you, relatively very cheap, for you, because a lot of persons can't afford it. Okay, and we want to give many people that opportunity and the experience. That's why it's this low. From the next cohort, it's not going to be, the next cohort is not going to be, right? So um that's another one. You should have low ticket offers that many people can afford. Many people can afford. Almost anybody can afford. You should have mid-ticket offers. It is not too low for those who are getting your low ticket. It's not too high, sorry, for those who are getting your low ticket. It is not too low for those who should consider you a premium person. Okay? If you are wealthy, no matter how wealthy you are, at least okay, if the training, if a 2 weeks training is 50K, you can still afford it, you can call it mid ticket. All these things are really key. There are some people that at this point in their life, 5K is their high ticket. There are some other people that one, if it is not 1 million naira, they don't consider it high ticket. These things are really key. Or use your brain, use your sense, survey your audience, know what you have access to, know what you can carry per time, then you should have high ticket offers, 100K, 200, 300, 400, as the case may be at your level. Then in fact, I would even add impossible offers. Offers that nobody can afford. You know that nobody can afford it, but you just have it. You should be building in that line. You should be growing in that line, okay? So these things are for you to start applying. You don't need a special pulpit or a special stage to become a prime speaker per se. You can start with what you have. You can start simple. You can start with your phone. This device you're using to look at me now, it's a good platform for you to start. You can go live on Facebook. I said this the other time. You can go live on Facebook. That's a good prime platform for you. And you keep practicing. That's how I started. I started with what I could, lay my hands on. And today you see my head on every flyer. Almost every flyer that passes, you see my head. Okay. So that's it. That's how you move. All these things are strategic. Go for events, network, introduce yourself as a speaker. I don't know if I should even project it, because this thing I said now is premium content. I don't know if I should put it on the screen. But I know it's not many people that will even get to this point. So let me project it. Okay. So that's it. that's it. Low ticket, high ticket. There's even mid ticket in between low and high. So yes, that's it. So you need to apply strategy. Go to events, meet people, introduce yourself as a speaker, connect with people, expand your network. The more people know you for what you do, the more likely that they want to collaborate with you. Today I went for an event here in Abuja. From morning, I just came back. This is the clothes I wore to go out. Yeah, and one of the reasons why I'm even saying this is so that you understand that some of these things we do, there's a lot of sacrifice involved. Yeah, I went out in the morning. It was around 8 something. I left my house. I left, and I went for the first event. Lasted till around after 1, and from that period I had another event. We had to rush quickly from there to the other venue, public speaking training. The first one was an entrepreneurship training, and I connected with people there. When I introduce myself, I tell you I'm a life coach and a speaker, public speaker. Now why am I doing that? I'm exchanging contacts and collecting their numbers and exchanging. They're going to see, okay, this guy is doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this. I can't even tell you the number of people who have told me, okay, wow, I'm building something like this. I'm building a platform here in Abuja. I'm building a movement. I'm building a foundation here in Abuja. And since this the area of what you do, I'd like us to collaborate. Let's get on a call and talk, right? So go ahead and introduce yourself, create flyers, introduce yourself as a speaker. You can even use public speaking enthusiast or upcoming public speaker if you are not comfortable positioning as a public speaker. But by the time you start practicing, a point comes, you get in tune with that title. you understand that, okay, this is who I am. You know, whether you were professionally, I mean, whether you were, of course, you have been professionally trained to get this far, you know, but whether you went to Harvard to study public speaking, or it's nobody's business. Whether you've done it for 10 years is nobody's business. So you can actually start from where you are with what you have, right? So that's it. I came back, and from there, some of you saw the event. I just finished speaking at an event, and I'm here. And from here, I have another one by 9. You know, it was meant to be 8. I just told someone to stand in for me, so I'll be going in by 9. So I want you to realize that there's a lot of sacrifice that comes with this. Yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice that comes with this. And sometimes it's not because you're expecting anything in return. It's just because you've already committed. You know, you've already committed to help people. You've already committed to organize an event or something like that. So yeah, one of the ways you can actually compensate for this, like I said, post these things. You know, talk about them. Not by force. No, it's not by force. Yeah, it's not by force. You know, post these things online. Talk about the value you've been getting. Invite people to join. Although most people who will even be joining now is just to joining sake, because we're already in the 5th training. I'm not sure they can even get certified. Okay, so talk about it. Tag me, you know, on Facebook. You can even give yourself a live assignment. I think I'll post that in the group. I've not had time, you know. I've not had time. I would have been dishing out tasks, but I've not really had that time. So go ahead, talk about it on Facebook, tag me, tag Coach Muyiwa. And you know, that's one of the ways you build relationship. Let me tell you the truth, I don't attend any events like this, physical or online, and I get value and I don't post. Go on Facebook, you will see my post. It's not it to be hard that I don't post. It be hard. You know, because I understand that principle that, hey, look, the Jesus healed 10 lepers, right? That's what's in scripture. Out of the 10, only one came back. That is life. That is life. It's not that the other people are bad people, but they got busy. They did not prioritize gratitude. They got busy. You know, they got busy with their lives. They got busy with their stuff. Some of them did not even feel it was worthy to come and say thank you. It was, you know, that's it. But I understood that, and I said, I will be that one person. I'll be that one person. I'll be that 1%. So I attend an event and I get value from the event, offline, online. I'll go on social media and post, and I'll tag the person. This thing I shared with you, if I start telling you where it has gotten me, you will not believe me. It has gotten me relationships that I could not pay for. I know, even at this my current level, I know I can't pay for that relationship. It has gotten me places. There are people now that I won't tell you their names, so I don't go and start messaging them. There are people now that when I send them a message on Instagram, you know, they reply me immediately. It's not because they have time. They have plenty of people that are ignoring. It's just like me now. I have plenty chats that I don't see. Sincerely, it's not because I want to ignore them. No, I'm not like that, right? But it's not my fault. Imagine this kind of day from morning till now. I'm still training. It's not meant to be now. It's not normal. But there are still some people I make out time for. You know, there's still some people I occasionally, okay, this is what you should do. This is how you should be. Especially those I'm mentoring. Apart from that, those who come close, those who come and give feedback, those who come and say, yeah, I mentioned that Light Concept. Yes, Light Concept she's been very active, very engaging, and I couldn't help but notice her. You know, after sessions, she'll go on Instagram and then post and tag me. There's no way I'll not know. Even if I'm wicked, even if I'm one village person, village people like that, there's no way I won't notice her. That's the power of gratitude. Okay, so do it from your heart. It's something you have to learn. Yeah. So I believe this is not just a public speaking training. It's also a life training as well. You know, You get to learn so many other things beyond, because sometimes you may be thinking what will take you there is when you become a good speaker and you've spoken in this, spoken at this, spoken, gotten recognized, gotten this award. Maybe that's not what will take you there. Maybe what will take you there is simple gratitude. The fact that you go and they're like, what do you do? "Oh, this is what I do." Wow, interesting. Do you have any? I have an event coming up. We could do it together. And you're like, wow, what? Really? We could do it together. I didn't know that. I didn't expect that at my level. And then I no. I think I've been seeing something as simple as that, but it started with gratitude because it's going to help you stand out. So it's not all about the formula. Sometimes the results will come from your life. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Um, Thank you very much, Light Concept. Honestly, I I wouldn't have been here today. I wouldn't have been here today. God knows I'm stressed, but it's all right. It's all right. I think it's even showing in my eyes. I have bloodshot eyes, but it's cool. It's what we do for you, right? It's what we do for you, and you definitely will pay it forward. Um, you would have reasons to also help people in future. I know it's a hard thing to do, considering everything, the pressure online. Everybody wants to make millions, wants to make 100 million and 500 billion and all that. But sometimes you've got to look beyond all of it and see the lives that you're actually touching. You know, definitely money will come. The money will definitely come. But if you put money first, a lot of times it fails. You don't see reasons to sustain what you are doing. Your passion is not strong enough, your drive is not strong enough, your why is not big enough beyond money, the sense of purpose is missing, then just it may not work the way you are thinking. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you, and yeah, I know you'll do well. I know you'll do well. Okay, so let's all connect and keep up showing up. Yeah, keep up showing up. The training is almost ending, and if you follow through, you're going to benefit a lot from this. You're going to benefit a lot from it. Okay, so I have another session by 9. So I'll be moving out now, and you all have a wonderful night rest. Have a wonderful night rest. You can leave reviews on the YouTube video comment section. You can. Thank you, Chima. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, this one is touching my heart. Thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing the comment. I'm seeing the comment. I'm seeing the comment. I'm seeing the comment. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Chidima. Okay, so you all should have a wonderful night rest. Okay, and also let other people know how the session was for you. Okay, let them know you enjoyed the session. So I'll be ending this now so I can take care of my next event. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.